Okay, this is a very quick rules briefing looking at leaders. Leaders in CSS, fairly similar to those in GTS, in the fact that they offer a combat bonus and a morale bonus when they're stacked with units. One of the big differences is in CSS, leaders are moved at the very start of an activation, whereas in GTS, the leaders are moved at the end of an activation after all the formations or whatever, all the units of a formation have actually done their move, whereas it's the opposite in CSS. It's before any of the units have done their individual activations. Another difference is I've got no sort of preference one way or the other with that. The way leaders move is exactly the same in CSS as GTS. In effect, you can effectively teleport to any unit of that leader's formation, so long as there is a clear path of hexes to get there of any length. Now, you can start off in an enemy zone of, enemy fire zone, but you can't move. Just let me check that. Maybe finish in an enemy fire zone. Oh, yeah. The hex entered by the leader can be in an enemy fire zone, but no other hex in the line of hexes that you calculated to do the move can be in an enemy fire zone. Another thing I like about CSS is, which is something that GTS doesn't have, is that leaders can be killed, and in CSS you just flip the leader over and there's like a replacement underneath with lower values. Now if the replacement is in turn killed, the leader disappears from the game. The only way you can lose a leader is during an assault, when the owning player rolls a 9 for his assault roll. That will kill your leader. Again, I don't think this is brilliant. I think leaders operating at this level, at company level and platoon level, did tend to take a lot of casualties in reality. People always say in warfare, shoot the guy who's waving his arms around. And sometimes people, like they used to shoot at the Germans used to shoot at the red star that the commissar would have on the front of his helmet or hat. The Americans went to such an extent that they put the unit sort of insignia on the back of the helmet. So you'd see an American helmet, you might see 1 stripe, 2 stripe, indicating his rank. If you stuck that on the front of his helmet, sniper would almost certainly take his head off. So although you can lose leaders in this, I still think it needs a bit more. Both systems need a bit of a tweak in terms of leader casualties. There are certain types of leaders that come in as heroes that can become leaders. But that's a bit complicated, and we're getting into the heroes rule for that, which is something I've discussed in another video. I think that pretty much covers leaders. Oh yeah, once a leader is moved and put within a stack, he can move with that stack. Okay, and if a leader ever becomes isolated on his own in a hex, he immediately moves to the closest unit in that formation. Okay, that's it.